Okay, this is a post Alabama LSU game. You saw the box score. You saw the score. Yeah, it's a tough one because I hate LSU. There goes our playoff chances. Roll Tide. It's been a good season, but didn't turn out how we wanted it to. We made the playoff the last 5-6 years. I don't know. Ever since it's been around, we've made the playoff. We would, and if the playoff would have extended a little bit further, we probably would have made the playoff several more years in a row. This is one of the worst years Alabama's going to have. That's because we're going to rank so low. It would be a heck of a miracle. Excuse me, I'm sorry. A heck of a miracle for Oregon, for there not to be a one-loss Big 12 champ and a one-loss Pac-12 champ. That's what I'm praying for. I don't think it's going to happen. The likelihood's absolute zero. But let's say there's a two-loss Big 12 champ and a two-loss Pac-12 champ. We could get in, I feel like, because LSU locked it down. I think they're going to beat Georgia now. The SEC champion has locked it down now. Big Ten champion, I feel like, has locked it down now. I feel like Ohio State's going to win out. Clemson, they play the easiest freaking schedule in college freaking football. They've locked it down now. And now it's fighting for that fourth spot. Just like a couple years ago. Fighting for that fourth spot. And if there's a one-loss conference champion, and we're at one loss, where we lost at home, even if it was the number one team in the nation. If we lost at home, and we didn't even win our division, even though it only come down to one game, and they're one loss they're going to get in. I'm sorry, that's all I ran about the playoff. That's what this game matters the most. But now, the worst part is, I have to show up Tuesday and listen to a lot of people who don't know what they're talking about. Because they're going to blame it on Tua, and Tua played a phenomenal game. Maybe not in the first half, but you got to remember, this man had ankle surgery 20 days ago, and doctors say it takes 3 to 6 months. For him to go out and throw several touchdowns and 400 yards, that's something special. Even if he sucked in the first half, that's something special to come out and throw that much. This is, this stings. This stings. This is reminding me of Auburn 2017, and remembering that also stings. And not been a good month, but hey. And I gotta give respect to LSU because I didn't believe their offense would they be able to immaculate. I don't know if that's the right word. Get as many points as people thought they were. I thought they were gonna get. I predicted 34-24. Our offense did a little bit better than I thought. Their offense completely obliterated our defense. Our defense. They do this, and I've noticed this before. This is not just a right now thing. I've noticed this before. Our coaches, Nick Saban, he doesn't teach to tackle immediately, and that leads to a lot of missed tackles. Nick Saban, greatest coach of all time, but he doesn't teach people to tackle, safe tackles. Strip the ball, and that hurt us on several plays. A touchdown, a first down that sealed the game. Like, it hurt us on several plays because we tried to strip instead of tackle. Sorry. If you see my hand in front of the camera, I'm trying to wipe away notifications. People are blowing me up now because, of course, they don't want to talk trash before. They want to talk trash until after. Sorry if you see my hand in front of the camera. But this was a roller coaster. I really thought we were going to do it. I really thought we were going to come back. Our defense played like absolute crap. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Our defense played like freaking crap. This is a tough one. This was a tough one. I'm laughing, but that's not what I'm feeling. I'm laughing because I probably look silly right now. But Lord, that's a tough one. Now I get all the trash talkers now. Now, let me hear it. I want to hear it now. Please. Hit me up on Instagram. My Instagram is Landon Almighty, same as my YouTube. Please, because get that all out now. Because I know you've been saving it. I know you have. So, my Twitter's Landon Almighty, and so is my Instagram. So, or you can just comment here on YouTube. It didn't make a difference to me. I gotta listen to my LSU teacher, Mr. Spiritu. If you're from school and you're still watching this, you know what I'm talking about. We talk trash back and forth. He's one of my favorite teachers, even though a lot of people don't like him. But LSU fan, we talk a lot of trash, and uh yeah, that's gonna be interesting Monday. I'm just gonna say roll tide, and y'all played a good game. I have 1,000 more respect for Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is currently a mile and ahead of anyone in the Heisman Trophy race. Tua really impressed me though. He really did. But Joe Burrow, I have 1,000 more times respect for him now. Joe Brady is maybe the best offensive coordinator in college football history. I know that's a little wacky and stuff to say, but if he turned an LSU team that couldn't score nothing on Alabama in 2018, 10 points in 2017, 0 points in 2016, 16 points with the Heisman Trophy winner, or Heisman Trophy leader at that point, front runner. They only scored 16. And it's been like that, 9-6 ball games. If he can turn that team around that's never had an offense in its entire life of being a program, then that has to be one of the best offensive coordinators in history. Tua is not going number one now. I know that. Now, whether that's because he doesn't play as good as in big games, I'm going to say that. But no one plays as good in big games. Not really. Unless you just have to be up to the task and throw it a lot. No one really plays better in big games. You have more talent. But combined with that, the fact that he's injured all the time, this is the most injury-prone quarterback I've ever seen, other than Tony Romo. He gets touched and he breaks his ankle. Joe Burrow's the number one pick in the draft, probably going to the Bengals or the Dolphins, maybe the Jets now. Jets probably won't draft a quarterback. I don't know. They should. Sam Darnold's awful. If you're still listening to me rant, thank you. Comment below what you thought about the game and all that, and your thoughts and opinions and stuff. But Lord, this is a tough one to swallow. Thank God I did not go to school anymore with the LSU fan, because oh my God, that would be torture. Literally in my ear all day. Probably standing beside my locker, just LSU. Just that type of person. Congratulations, LSU fans, even though y'all are the most toxic fan base on the face of the planet. Some of y'all are okay. As in like 0.1%, but congratulations to y'all. First loss since 2011 to LSU. Breaks a 8-game winning streak. I've only been watching football since 2015. That's a long story I'll save for another day. And I've only seen Alabama. I picked up versus Alabama, Georgia. That was the first game I watched from 2015. And I've been watching it ever since. And so if you do the math in your head, I've only seen Alabama lose 4 times. Clemson in 2016 with 1 second to go. Auburn in 2017, and that major upset. Last year versus Clemson, where we got beat 44-16, and now is the 4th time. Yeah, but our defense couldn't stop crap. They couldn't come up clutch in clutch situations. Tua played his butt off. Tua played his a-hole off. The refs are terrible. Now, whether this is Alabama or LSU, which really it's against Alabama, they did it a lot, but the refs are terrible. That was not a catch by Thaddeus Moss. You can make the argument they would have scored a touchdown anyways. I don't care. He went out of bounds and then went back in and caught the ball. The analyst was saying it was out of bounds and not a flag, and that it was a flag and they should be actually backed up. Even Gary Danielson, who is the biggest LSU fan on the freaking planet, was saying that's out of bounds. That's going to be called back. That's a flag also. Even he was saying it. But no, the refs, I want to know how many penalties we got in this game. This was one of the most undisciplined games I've ever watched with Alabama. This was a tough one. I got to hear I gotta hear it from my friends. I gotta hear it from my teachers. I gotta hear it from the commenters. I gotta hear it from the people in my group chat. I gotta hear it from my family. I gotta hear it from everyone. This is gonna be. I need to get this off my chest, if you can't tell. But it's been a good year. Too bad we probably aren't going to the playoffs again. Well, not again. We've been to the playoffs, as I said, every year. But oh my God, I thought we had the comeback. 20-point comeback would have been legendary versus LSU. I wouldn't even have talked trash if this would have been a successful comeback. I would have just walked up to my LSU teacher, hugged him. He gets hugged all the time. I would have hugged him and just said, "Roll Tide." I wouldn't even been able to talk trash, but we didn't win. But we didn't. And now I gotta face that, and he's gonna have the biggest smirk on his freaking face. And it's gonna look funny too, because he's gonna be laughing at me, and he's gonna have to look up to do it. But congratulations to him. He deserves it. He hadn't had to do it in 8 years, so I imagine he's gonna get it off his chest. I gotta listen to my vice principal too. That's gonna be interesting. But the thing might annoy me the most are the Bama fans that I'm gonna hear on Tuesday. Also, my Auburn friend that I have like 3 periods with. That's gonna be a thing to deal with. And the Alabama fans are probably gonna be the worst because they're gonna blame it on factors that just aren't there. Oh, we should have put in Mac Jones. Tua's awful. Why does he even play? Tua played his butt off. Especially coming back from 20 points. Having ankle surgery just 20 days ago, where he had to be taken to the hospital in the middle of a game. Like, if he would have won this game with that, he's the Heisman frontrunner right now. But we didn't win. I keep making these ifs, but we didn't win. I'm taking this a lot better than all the other losses. I'll tell you that. Go back and watch the, if you can find it, I post a lot of videos. Go back and watch the Clemson post game. That had no laughing in it. It might not have had as much screaming in it, but that's because I was sad. I am sad right now, but I'm not gonna let it show. Go back and watch that. You can see hope dying in my eyes. Like, I'm taking this a lot better. This is going to take ages to upload because I went on this 13-minute rant. Roll Tide.